Hey guys, today we're going to talk about mixture problems. So this is one of our last types of word problems that we're going to tackle in this unit. So when we're doing these problems, it's like going to the bulk section at Tops when they used to have one. So if you mix two types of nuts, almonds and walnuts, or gummy bears and sour gummies, they're probably not going to be the same price per pound. So really the cost will be somewhere in the middle of the two prices if we threw two different things together, which might be why they got rid of the bulk section, or maybe it was from germs. So when we're doing these problems, we're going to have two different elements, element one and element two. So a lot of times they use like two different types of ground beef, or they use a alloy of metals and another type of alloy, or mixing juices like cranberry orange or orange pineapple. So they take the two elements and then they create some sort of mixture. So when we're doing these, we're going to have to do the price times the quantity plus the price times the quantity. And instead of it equaling the total, it's going to be the mixture's price times quantity. So when we're doing this, we're going to have three sets of PQs. So for example 1, how many ounces of gold alloy, so that's just not pure gold, it's a mixture, that costs $320 per ounce must be mixed with 100 ounces of an alloy that costs $100 per ounce. So this is a little bit confusing because we have alloy 1, alloy 2, and then we have the mixture. I like to call the bottom one the mixture always. We have a price column for all three, a quantity column for all three. So we started with the gold alloy. How many ounces? So that's the one we don't know. So we don't know the quantity for $320 an ounce. Must be mixed with 100 ounces of an alloy costing $100 per ounce to make a mixture that costs $160 per ounce. So these three columns are our money, or these three are our money. For our quantity, we're putting alloy 1 and alloy 2 together to make the mix. So what operation is that when I put it together? Awesome, addition. So X plus 100. So now we're going to do PQ plus PQ equals PQ. So we're multiplying these together. So we get 320 times X plus 100 times X. I like the chart, 100 times 100, because it keeps us organized, and we just multiply price times quantity plus price times quantity plus price times quantity. So we have 320X plus 10,000 equals 160X plus 16,000. We're going to get our X's on one side, our numbers on the other. So if I subtract the 160X over and the 10,000 over, get 160X equals 6,000. Divide by the 160. And we get X equals 37.5. So let's see what they asked for. They said how many ounces of alloy 1 are the first one. So 37.5 ounces. If I wanted to do a quick check, my check would be, does it work? So is 320 times 37.5 plus 100 times 100 equal to 160 times 137.5. So I did 100 plus X. And I would just do that math, and it does check, and it is equal. Next, you try it too. So now we're getting into ground beef. So if you know anything about beef, there's different numbers on your ground beef of percentage of fat to lean meat. So a butcher combined hamburger that costs $3 per pound with hamburger that costs $1.80 per pound. So we have hamburger 1, hamburger 2, and then we have a mixture. The price on hamburger 1 is $3. The price on hamburger 2 is $1.80. The price on the mixture is $2.20. Our quantities. They combine these two hamburgers. How many pounds of each were used to make a 75-pound mixture? I only know the mixture. So if you remember what we did before, we said hamburger 1 plus hamburger 2. We know the total to be 75. So if we pick one of them to be X and solve for it, we would get hamburger 2 would be 75 minus X. So, or you could just know the pattern when you're doing this. So one is X, the other one is the total minus how much we used. So you can't call them both X because that would just be splitting it down the middle, which definitely is not going to give you the right answer. Our setup is PQ plus PQ equals PQ. So we're doing 3 times X plus $1.80 times 75 minus X equals 220 times 75. So we get 3X plus 135 minus 1.8X equals 165. Combining like terms, 1.2X equals 30. Divide by 1.2. X equals 25 pounds. Make sure your answer is less than 75 because that was our total. So would it make sense if it was more than 75? You could get a decimal. Usually they're nice decimals where they work out pretty evenly. So 25 and 50. I'm going to do one more. If you don't think you need another example to understand this concept, you can start on your homework. I did the 2 main types, but I'm going to do number, we'll do 5 just to make sure that you're with it. If you want to watch it, you can. If you don't want to, you can go to the red circle. You're doing 2 through 10 even. So I'll do number 5 off to the side, and maybe I'll do 7 if you want more help. So you can watch if you want. Again, you don't have to. Number 5, it says a restaurant mixes 5 liters of pure maple syrup. So we have pure with imitation, and it makes our mix. I'm looking in the word column for any prices and any quantities. So 5 liters of pure is a quantity. That costs $9.50, so that's a price. Mixed with imitation, that costs $4. How much imitation? So we don't know. To make a mixture that costs $5 per liter. So we know 3 prices. The mixture quantity is putting them together, so 5 plus X. We're setting up PQ plus PQ equals total. So 9.5 times 5 plus 4 times X equals 5 times 5 plus X. When you do all the math, you'll get the correct answer of 22.5 liters. So check it out, see if you get that if you wanted to practice. I can do 7 if you want, because that one gives you the total. So these are both similar to the example. So we have pure gold, and we have an alloy, and then it's going to result in a mixture, which is called an alloy, but I'm just going to put mix on here. We have prices and quantities. All right, Goldsmith. Combine pure gold that costs $400 per ounce with an alloy that costs $150 per ounce. How many ounces of each were used to make a 50-ounce gold alloy costing $250? So again, I don't know any of my quantities except for the total. I pick one to be X. The other one is the total minus X. Or if you need to, you do pure plus alloy off to the side equaling 50. Pick one to be X, solve for the other one to get 50 minus X. Then you're going to set up your PQ plus your PQ equaling your PQ. Plug in 400 times X plus 150 times 50 minus x equals 250 times 50, with the answer being how many ounces of each? We get 20 ounces of pure, 30 ounces of the alloy when you do the math. All right, so hopefully that helped you. When you're doing number 4, this one is just a PQ plus PQ equals total money. It's not a mixture, so it's sort of misplaced. I'll make a note on the homework. All right, good luck. Have a good day. The number of 3 cents is 5 times the number of 12 cents. Okay. The number 15 is 4 less than the 12 cents.